Echidnas are weird, but their evolution is even weirder. Echidnas have to be one of the strangest mammals alive today. They're one of the last remaining members of the monotremes, the group of egg-laying mammals that includes the modern-day platypus. We knew virtually nothing about echidna evolution until many remarkable fossils of mammals were discovered in fossil deposits in Victoria, southern Australia, that dated back to the early Cretaceous period, 108 million years ago. Paleontologists have recently CT scanned the humerus or upper arm bone of an echidna ancestor called Criocetus cadberi, named after one of my favorite Australian chocolates. Criocetus is interesting because when the paleontologists CT scanned its bones, they discovered that Criocetus's bone walls were remarkably thick and resembled more internally of the bones of the modern-day platypus than they did of the echidna. This suggests that the ancestors of the echidna transitioned to a terrestrial lifestyle and moved away from the water, which is virtually unheard of in other mammals. There have been over 30 different cases where mammals have evolved to live in water. These include things like whales, dolphins, beavers, dugongs, and otters. However, like I said before, it is virtually unheard of for mammals to do the opposite. This is bonkers. There are examples that can kind of give us an idea about echidna evolution in the modern-day echidna's behavior and anatomy. For example, echidnas have a diving reflex when they are submerged in water that helps them hold their breath longer. And they also have a respiratory protein called myoglobin that helps them hold their breath for longer periods of time. Only more fossil evidence will tell us more about echidna evolution. Australia during the early Cretaceous was a remarkable time for mammal evolution. Unlike in other parts of the world and in today's modern-day mammalian-dominated ecosystems, monotremes were the most successful and diverse group of mammals during the early Cretaceous in Australia. It wasn't until much more recently that monotremes began to decline in diversity, and things like placentals and their marsupial relatives began to take over the mammalian world. If you want to learn more about mammal evolution, come check us out at the Tyrannosaurus.